Hello, good morning and welcome to New Forest Christmas special, day number 4. Thank you everyone for watching our videos. Thank you for, hopefully you're enjoying them. And it's a bit of a marathon for us, but we're enjoying it, aren't we, Jared? We're doing a daily video right up till Christmas, so stay with us. And we're hoping that both Jared and I have been good yesterday and that Father Christmas is going to bring us another gift. So without further ado, let's go and check out and see what's in the light box. Yes, there's another gift there, Jared. But this time, who have we got? Who's brought the presents? It looks as though we've got some penguins in there, Jared. Thank you very much, little penguins, and thank you, Mr. Snowman. That's really kind of you. Oh, it feels quite heavy, Jared. I think there's a chance there could be something very special in here. Let's go and have a little look and see what we've got. Let's have a little look. Beautiful, Jared, beautiful. We've got another snake. And this looks like, shall we get it out and have a look at it? Oh, how beautiful is that, Jared? Look how bright it is. Look at the colours on it. So it looks a little bit like a normal, but look at the head stamp on it, Jared. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a lovely head stamp.
Yeah?
The spot nose really brings it out.
So is that a spot nose? But there's something else going on with this spot nose, isn't there? Now we brought out a couple of spot noses earlier. And what do you think's in there as well as spot nose, Jared?
Vanilla.
So this is a spot nose vanilla, and is it het for anything else?
Yeah, it's 100% het clown.
So it's 100% het clown. So what we've got, one of our wish on our wish list, is to have vanilla going into the clown gene. So this is what we wanted to do. Now I was inspired by Rob at Royal Bulls. When he was doing one of his videos, he showed us his vanilla genes, and I'd never even heard of vanilla until literally just a few months ago. And when I saw some of the combos that Rob's doing, and he's putting those into his clown genes as well, I looked at them and I thought, my goodness me, what a beautiful morph. And and it's probably the most underrated gene in the ball python community, and it's a hidden gem which I think people like Rob are bringing out. So I did a little bit of research and I found out that the gene itself was produced by, let's see if I can get my notes, Chris and, let's have a look. Yeah, it was Chris and Sheila McQuaid back in 2009 or thereabouts. They found this gene, and the backstory was very interesting because they were visiting another reptile house, and I think it was the Southwest Florida reptiles, and they had a shipment that came in from Africa, and he was digging around the shipment to see what he could find, and he discovered some ghostly looking ball pythons that looked very ghostly like, and he thought, that's unusual. So he bought those and he started to prove them out, and what we call that a dinker project. Now that term is often used in the industry, but what it means is it's not tinkering around, it's dinkering around. In other words, the dinker projects are where you've got a ball python that has some unusual characteristics or colours, but it looks very normal. That's normally a manifestation that there could be a new gene hidden within that animal that needs to come out. And the only way to bring it out is to actually breed a couple of similar snakes with each other to be able to throw out the gene. And they keep working through it and they put it to other combos until they find out what's going on with this unusual looking animal. So after several years of effort, they produced what they believe to be the vanilla gene, a brand new standalone codon. Now being a codon, that means that 50% of the offspring, if you put that vanilla to another ball python, 50% of the offspring will contain the vanilla gene. They've also proved now that you can get a super vanilla, and I think the same breeders, both Chris and Sheila, about a year or so later, I think it was several years later, they produced the super form of the vanilla, which is called the super vanilla. And what they found is that with the vanilla, it's very similar to the fire gene, and they look very similar, and they're very similar characteristics. So you think the fire gene is a brightening and enhancing gene, and it cleans animals up and makes them brighter. Well, the vanilla does something very similar, but obviously there's a much stronger vanilla brightening colour, which isn't always evident. If you look at this animal here, and it's very still at the moment, can you see in these colours here? Now we could put it in the light box, Jared, to see it brighten up a bit more.
Should we don't need to.
Can you see it?
Really nice here,
Can you see it there? So maybe the lighting here is bringing it up. And can you see how deep the blacks are? So there's good contrast. But it's the head stamp that looks crazy. Now if I go and get out a little one of our fire girls to compare the vanilla with the fire, just look at the contrast. So here we have one of our not vanilla, this is one of our fire girls. If you put them alongside each other, the fire looks brighter, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Yeah, but the thing is the fire fades as it gets older, whereas the vanilla doesn't fade as much, and that's one of the benefits of having the vanilla gene. So although it looks lighter as a hatchling, this will get brighter, whereas I think the fire tends to get a little bit fadier, because you can see that because we've got a girl called Flame that's beautiful, but she's not carrying the same bright colours as the hatchlings. They do fade and go browner. So I thought that would be interesting just to show the comparison. Now this is Fern, she's doing really well. If we look at the head stamps, can you see there's a one dot on her head stamp there?
Yeah.
You see that? Whereas you compare it with this animal here, it's much different. The head stamp is different, isn't it, Jared? You see the difference between the head stamp?
Yeah. It's the spot nose.
Yeah. So it must be the spot nose that's doing that as well. But no, beautiful. So, did you know, Jared, that the fire and the vanilla are actually allelic, which means they act like supers. Now that term is another technical term for the beginners coming into the hobby. It might be, what the heck does that mean? So let's just use the fire and the vanilla to explain how it works. So it means that the gene are basically on the same point, meaning that when you put a vanilla to a fire, you won't get any normals at all. You're either going to get a fire or you're going to get a vanilla. So that's the benefit of having an allelic. They act like supers. Now the other difference is that with a fire, if you get a super fire, Jared, what kind of colour do you get on the super fire?
It's all white with a little bit of yellow on it.
Yeah, with a black eye.
Yeah.
Now if you put two vanillas together, what do you think you get on two vanillas?
Is it called a vanilla cream or scream or something?
No.
Oh, two vanillas is super vanilla. I don't know what it looks like.
It actually looks very similar to the single gene, but it has a much faded head pattern. The head pattern becomes a lot more faded. And if you add pastel to that, and this is what happened, is that the community didn't get too excited when the vanilla was discovered, and maybe some of our viewers look at this and think this.
Yeah.
What's the
Well, I look at it and I think, oh, that's not very special. But in other genes, you can see it pop.
Yeah. Now I'll put up some pictures of a super vanilla, super pastel, and you have a look and see what that looks like, Jared. They are amazing. They get an almost complete white balded head, and they get a really bright colour. And the superfly, which is a fire pastel, compared to a vanilla pastel, they're very similar, but they're so bright and so beautiful. And going forward, even though the vanilla might look a little bit plain as a hatchling, believe you me, when you put them into the combinations, like this has got het for clown and it's spot nose, so you can guess why we've got them. We're going to produce a vanilla Batman, and if we put a vanilla Batman with pastel and fire in it, believe you me, that's going to look absolutely awesome. I'd say that's one of our projects going forwards. So there are some other things that you can do with the vanilla gene. So it's a brightening, it has less of a belly pattern as well. If we compare the belly pattern with the vanilla.
I think you should get the one that's not spot nose.
Okay.
And compare the single gene to single gene.
Have we got the single gene?
Yeah.
Let's go do that.
Okay. Okay, another. Look at this one. Oh, there we go. Head's popping out. No, if you keep the fire single gene.
You want to keep the fire single gene?
And compare the fire single gene to the vanilla single gene.
Oh, okay. So here we have you want to get that one out, Jared. Make a comparison. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. And let's bring this one over. There you go. So this one here is the, what's this one here?
It's vanilla 100% het clown.
So that's the vanilla 100% het clown. Are these both girls?
They're both females.
They're both females, okay. And this one is the
spot nose.
Spot nose. So you can see the difference it makes. And then if you put the fire alongside, they've all got slightly different subtle differences. And the fire here, she's also het for clown as well. So we've got so many options going forward on the clown projects. We're going to hopefully shoot for some fire clowns, vanilla clowns, spot nose vanilla clowns. And I think they're going to look wonderful, Jared. Really beautiful. So it's a big thank you to Father Christmas for bringing us this beautiful gene. And again, have a look at some of the combo pictures that we're going to put out. And remember, we've only got 2 days left till the competition ends on Friday. So thank you, everyone. If you want to enter the competition, please have a look at the Exantic video, make a comment, and you'll automatically go in the draw. And we shall catch you tomorrow. So it's goodbye from Jared, goodbye from myself, and goodbye from New Forest Morphs. Bye bye for now.